Okay, YouTube world, this is Jay once again. Back again with my discussion on nightclubs. This is part two, and continuing from where I left off in part one. I was basically saying that I don't really go out that much as opposed to how I used to back in the day, the '90s to be exact. But anyway, you know, um, where I'm currently at right now, which is Texas, and I'm from Louisiana, so the clubs in Texas, as opposed to the clubs in Louisiana, the clubs in Texas, they close like at 2 o'clock. You know, the better clubs close at 2 o'clock now. Uh, most of those ratchet ghetto clubs, they have clubs of that nature close. Um, you know, about 3 o'clock, maybe even beyond. And I know a little bit about it, but not that much. But um, so, it's the best thing to do to get in the club, in my opinion, is to get in the club um, either before before everybody started coming in, which is like as an estimation around 11 o'clock, 11:30, and 12 o'clock to get the full benefit, especially if you're paying for to get in the club, the cover charge or the admission fee, whichever you want to call it, which would be a smart thing to do. You know, uh, if you're dealing with clubs closing at 2 o'clock, you know, um, you want to get your full benefit amount. I mean, and to me, and that's my opinion. Some of you may have the money to go out and just blow money like that. You know what I'm saying? But I would put this on other people that want to have a good time. But at the same time, know how to like party smart. I should say. You wanna it's a such thing as partying smart too. As far as um, learn how to manage your money. You want to have fun, but at the same time, you want to manage your money too. And some people aren't aware of that. If you're a person, you going to the club like every every week. Maybe some people club 3 4 days out of a week, and if you're paying cover charge and then you buying drinks too, that could be really excessive. You feel me? So I mean, it's something that maybe you want to consider if you're out there clubbing every week, and if you're paying a cover charge. Now, however, some people have it where they need to know the owner. They have some type of VIP status and get in the club, so therefore they might get in free, or maybe a discount cover charge or something like that. But and particularly women, sometimes a lot of clubs are set up where the women they can either get in free all night, or they cover charges is a little bit cheaper than the cover charge that would be for men. So you know you might want to think about going to the club early, find out what clubs and that you want to attend, and at the same time find the popularity of the club too, and find out um, the admission fee, the cover charge, and see if you can get in there free. If you have to go in there a little early, depending on if you can, that would be fine. you know uh, I would also say try to get cool with trying to find out who the owners are and get cool with them too. Maybe you can try to get in there free or discounted price. I mean, this particular club that my brother and a friend of mine we attend, we usually get in there free because we know the owner. So it's like when we go there, it's pretty much automatic, and that we're gonna get it free. Now, however, we might pay a little cover charge every now and then, to support the club. If he let us in free, we'll. I mean, at least in that case, they'll buy drinks or whatever, just to show club support, and it goes down like that. So you want to try to club smart, like I said previously, and if instead of blowing your money in the club every week on admission fee and drinks, it really adds up. Because some clubs are like between, I would say, let's say $10 and $20, on average, uh, times 4 nights a week. Think about it. Do the math, and see what you come up with times, you know, a month, and even beyond that. Do the math, and that same money that you're going out and partying every week, you could take that money and put towards something else. So, you know, just do your homework, find out the popularity of the clubs, find out um, the what the cover is. Try to get in, network with people that could probably get you in there free or get you in there at a low cover charge or something like that. You know, uh, that's just some tips that I wanted to put out there for you club goers. Now, me personally, I like more, um, let's say 25 to 30 on up type of crowd, man, because uh, I don't like that old ghetto and that old teeny bop and stuff like that. So 18 to 21 clubs like that, that's not my speed, you know. And also, I like a certain type of music too, and a certain type of flow. Um, ever since I've been in Texas, I don't too particularly like how the DJs DJ out here. You know, I don't like how the style of DJing is. I'm used to the way they DJ in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? But and that's my opinion. You know, I have a ear for music, so and I really listen to how the music is being mixed and the consistency on the floor. I'm not a type of person that just sit down or stand up against the wall. I'm not a wallflower. I like to get on the dance floor and I like to dance. You know, so I mean, I have to have that certain type of feeling. Like when you feeling something, uh, and you can get hyped and you can get into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have that feeling too much when I do go out. The times that I do go out since I've been out here, like I said, that's not often as opposed to how I was back in the day. So this is a comparison, if you will. I can say that, but I'm not really into how they DJ out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a type of mix that I really don't care for. Uh, the way they DJ out here in Texas, they'll play like a medley of songs. Now granted, sometimes they'll have the songs. They'll play a good you know choice of songs, but it's the way the songs are mixed. They're playing like 30 seconds to a minute of a song, then they cut off and put it into another song. I mean, in my opinion, if especially like if a song that you really like, you hearing 20, I mean, let's say 30 seconds to a minute. That's what I'm trying to say. But if that's going on, you getting all hyped in the song, think, oh man, that's my song, and what have you, and then they start mixing it in. with something else, I'm like, oh man, you kind of messed up the whole flow. As opposed to Louisiana, you would hear the full duration of the song most of the time. Or if they cut it, they won't play the song in its entirety. They'll cut it off like the last, let's say like the last 30 to 50 seconds of the song. So that basically that's almost the whole song. You feel me? As opposed to just keep cutting the songs off. I don't like that. So in my opinion, that's not my type of flow. So therefore, I can't really get into the mood that I'm trying to get into. That feel good party move or whatever. At the time, but I try to take it for what it is, and I try to have a good time regardless. But I don't know what type of styles you guys are into. For the people who listening to this, man, maybe y'all could relate about what I'm talking about. And you know, it's a certain type of vibe, and and to get you going. And people go to clubs for different reasons. Some people go to clubs to relax, and you know, they had a long week at work and they want to unwind. But everybody has their reasons why they want to go to the club or do go to the club. And you know, as long as you're having a good time and you know things are going well, it's good. But sometimes I don't really like the kind of vibe, and you're not gonna have a good time all of the time that you go to a club. So another thing too, like when you go into the club, like I said before, do your homework, because you got to find out about the club and the history of the club, the people that's inside the club, and you would have a certain kind of feel for it. And you spending your money, and you want to get the best experience as possible. So but usually, like when somebody go to the club, especially for the first time, and they only been in that club one time, and if the vibe's not right and they didn't have a good time, they may feel the club was whack that night. Most of the time they won't go back. So do your homework and see the best type of clubs in your area that would you know fit your vibe. And also you got to be um you got to pay attention to the people are in the club, and pay attention to what they're doing. It's a type of club that you go to, and it's fight oriented, and people fighting, and fights be going on constantly. And police steady have to show up, the bouncers in the club breaking fights up and all that stuff there. Check that out too. That might not be a place that you want to attend all the time, because it's a beautiful thing to have fun, but at the same time you want to be safe too. So just check out the activity that goes on inside the club, and you make your analysis from there if you want to go or not. Now I'm gonna continue this video in part 3, so part 3 is coming up. Stay tuned.